Just a minute, guys. Yeah. Okay, guys. So today we will discuss about the inbuilt functions. Okay, SQL built-in functions that are very much useful while you are working with the SQL Server. Okay, so we have very few and common functions. Those are very useful. Okay, we will discuss about these functions in detail. Okay, so these are scalar functions, means they will return only one value. Okay, so we have absolute function. This returns absolute number of the given number, means whatever number you give, it will give the exact number, the absolute number. It may be minus or plus, whatever you give the number value, it will return. Okay, so if you want to experiment with those values, just executing them, that's it, fine. So just use select and abs. Okay, select absolute. Okay, so SQL Server always, it's not a case sensitive. Okay, 10.67, it returns the result, the absolute number 10.67 minus it eliminates, so the actual number part it will return. Okay, that's the absolute. So why these are really useful when you are working with some kind of queries, okay, according to your need in the programming. Okay, one is that, and another is rand is another function. Okay, that will work, that will return some 10 characters. Okay, a random number of 10 characters, means after decimal point you will get some 10 digits. Okay, more than 10 digits you will get, it will generate a random number for you. Okay, so this will be very useful to generate random numbers, whatever you want. Okay, so this is a random function, just like in C sharp. This also a random function which will generate random numbers for you. And then round off function. The round off function is to round off a given decimal point number. Okay, whatever it is, and first the for this function you have to pass the first parameter as the actual number, and then how many decimal points you need. So you are rounding off this number to some fixed decimal points. Okay, if you give this, it will give only up to the 3 decimal numbers, it is rounding off. Okay, so if you want, here I will change this to 6, and you can see the change. Now it is 10.673. The rounding off, it will say 10.674. Okay, and then if you change this, only if you want 1, it will change to 1 decimal point only. The value will be rounded off up to 1 decimal point. Okay, if we give 0, it is rounded off to 11. Okay, this is round function. And then if you want to convert anything to upper characters, okay, uppercase letters, you can use just upper, and you give something, okay, John. So in SQL Server, everything, the strings you should represent inside single quotes. Now this is John, so, and I am converting this to upper. You can see John. Okay, same way we have lower. Select lower. Okay, Daniel, and we can see that is small. Okay, and then we have L-trim. So what it will do? It will remove the left side, whichever spaces you give, it will trim that. So the extra spaces in the beginning of any word or sentence in any string, it will remove only at the beginning, not in the middle of the string. Okay, so L-trim, I am giving some space here. Okay, L-trim result I am giving. Okay, and if I put some spaces right side also, it will remove only left side. So right side the space still there, but left side the space is removed. So if I use same function for R trim, left side trim it was done. Now R trim I am trying. Okay, R trim, it will remove the right side space. Okay, so if you copy this and if you try, the result it gives, there is no space after result, but in front of R trim there is a space. Okay, that's what these functions. And convert, if you want to convert any value, we have convert function that we will see in next slide. Any doubts in these functions, or you guys are clear? Okay, I hope you guys are clear. Now the second slide, we have few more string operations we can perform using these methods. Okay, so if you want to get length of any string, you can use, so length of function, len is the function, you just pass the string whatever you have. Okay, John is a good boy, so it will return the length of the string, 18 characters. Okay, that is the function. And then we have left and right functions. So in the same string, if I want to get, okay, John is a good boy, if I want to get some functions, I think this left and right functions. Okay, select left and I will put some characters. 3 means it will take first 4 characters from the left side. Okay, you can see it returned 4. Okay, same way you can use right. From right side it will take 3 characters, that is boy. Okay, and then L trim, R trim, we already saw those functions. And now we have substring, this is very much important. Okay, select substring of, you pass the string, John is a good boy, and from where to where you want to get the string, the part of the string, you just give from first to 4. Okay, you can see the character starting from 1, and then from that 4 characters if you want to take, you give 4, or else if you want to 7, you can give 7 Johnny's, and you want only from is, you can give, okay, 4. So fourth character, from fourth character till seventh character it is giving. Okay, so this is substring, and then we have replace. Okay, so replace, what it will do, John is a good boy. I want to replace the name John with some other name Ram. Okay, you can see Ram is a good boy. Okay, that is replace function, and we have stuff function. This stuff function to insert one string within another string. The first parameter is the source string expression. Next is the insertion point, from where to where you want to insert. Okay, and the characters whichever you want to delete. Okay, and finally the string that will be returned. So we'll see this example only. Okay, expression 1, John is a good boy. Okay, from 1 to number of characters 4, and what you want to replace, or what you want to stuff means append. Okay, you can see that is the stuff. It removes the existing characters and replaces this one. Okay, what is the difference between replace and stuff means? Replace will replace all the value, all the names, means whatever criteria you have given, whichever matching in your string, it will remove all those instances with the new value you have passed. But stuff, it will replace from the character from where you specified to the other character. It will remove those characters and insert the new value here. That is the difference between these two. Okay, all these functions are very much useful when you start working on real programming. Okay, now we have date operations. Okay, so date operations, these are also very much important. Okay, you can see the current timestamp. Okay, so current timestamp means it will show the current time on my machine, what it is. Where you are executing, it will return the current timestamp of the machine. Okay, and then get date. Get date is again another form. It will return my system's date and time. Okay, and then get UTC date. Get UTC date means universally constant time. Okay, so normally people will use this date, UTC date, to when they are working with different countries. Your application is working in different countries, that time you will use this UTC to support. Okay, any doubts on these three functions? Or you are clear? So get UTC date, this is the universally constant time. Okay, so this will be very useful when your application operates in different countries. Okay, and then you can add date to. Okay, date add function is there. Okay, so what it will do? Okay, interval. Interval means what you are going to add, that is year or month, or what you are going to add. Okay, and then increment 1 day, and then so current date. So I'm going to add 1 year to the current date. We'll see what will be the result. what it has added. Oh, it is taken only day. So you have to give y. That means it is year you are adding. Okay, so it will add 1 year to the current date and it will return the value. You can see it is 2016 12. The date changed. If you see this date, it is 2015 12. Okay, so if you want to add same some month to current date, just you need to mention here instead of y, you just mention okay, you can see that is 2016 first month 16th date. Same way you can add day, 1 day. Okay, dd. Now it is today it is 16th but it shows 17. Okay, it added 1 day to the current date. So this date add function is anyway, it is also very useful when you are working with database. Okay, and then we have date difference. Same way, okay, you can use date diff. Okay, it will less 1 day. Okay, date diff, date part, start date and end date. Sorry, you have to, if you want to compare two dates, you can get it. Okay, date one you have to give, that is what we can do. We will add 1 year here. Okay, requires 3 parameters. Okay, interval dd, start date, okay, end date, get date. Okay, this one it will give. So start date I have given future year, and uh, and the second date I have given current date. So the difference between these two, it gives minus 366. Okay, it is subtracting from the date 2 to date 1. That's why. So if we reverse these two, you will get 366 positive value. Okay, so this is date difference. You can take even instead of dd, if you give it will give months. Okay, dates, months, and even if you want to get years, you can get years, 12 months, and if you want to get years, 1 year. Okay, this is the date difference function, and we have date part. Okay, so if you want to get the part of the date, means if you want to get what is current year, what is current month, what is current, means what is the month of a particular date in a date, what is the year of a particular date, what is the day of particular date, you can use this one. Okay, date part, if you want to give year and give get date. Now if you see, this is 2015. Okay, if I give it will give the current month. Okay, if I give dd, it will return me the current date. Okay, so these are different functions of date. Any more left? So is date. So if you pass a string and if you want to see whether that is a date or not, you can use this function. So if I pass this one something, it will say 0. So in SQL Server there is no true or false. Instead of true or false, it will return the result in 0 or 1. 0 means false, 1 means true. So it is not a date. Okay, so select is date. I will give something 2015, 12, 16. Okay, so now it is true. Okay, this is date. So any doubts on these date functions, or you guys are clear? So these are very useful functions. So please be careful and use it. Okay. Now, if you want to convert any date from the any data type to a new data type, you have two options here. One is cast and another is convert. We have syntax like cast the expression as data type. If you want to give some length, you can use that length. Okay. So convert, another function is convert data type and give the length and expression, and if you have any style you can use that. Means whenever you use varchar something like that, converting some date to varchar, that time you can use this style, what style you want to show. Okay, we'll see these two functions. Okay, so I have some data. This is 1 2 3 4 5. If I want to convert this one, what I can do is cast expression, my expression 1 2 3 4 5 as int. That's it. So it will convert that to integer and it returns me the value. Okay, same you can use convert also. Convert, okay, target data type. So it is giving the functions, you can see the parameters. Okay, that is int. Okay, and then expression is 4, and then you can give 1, maybe you can see that one, it gives the converted value to integer. Okay, if we try to give the same one, if you try with some string, it may throw some error. If you give something string, so conversion failed when converting varchar value to data type int. So this is cast, and same you can try with string also. This one convert operation also. So this is also same error. Okay, so these two are mainly used to convert the from one data type to another data type if there is no issue. Okay, and then we have declaring variables. So same like in our C sharp, we have variables in SQL server also. We can declare the variables and we can use throughout our context. Context means the current query window. These variables are always local variables. You cannot take it as global variables. Okay, there are some predefined global variables in the system. Those are at the rate identity. Okay, and at the rate error. Okay, at the rate max length. Not this one, something max length. Okay, some functions, some predefined uh, variables are there. These are mainly used to get some error. If you are getting some error in your procedure or something, you are writing a big query. Yeah, Okay, so identity, it will give you uh, the last inserted record identity column value. So we have student table and we were inserting few values. Okay, that time whenever you inserted last row, that time if you want to see what is the identity value of that row inserted, you can use @ identity. Okay, @ error means it will give you the last occurred error in your query, or whatever operations you are performing. If any error occurs, that time this error you can use and you can see what error occurred. Okay, and if you want user defined way, if you want to define your own variables and you want to work with those variables, you can create your own variables. Okay, the syntax is declare, and in the SQL server all the variables you have to start with @. Okay, if you give @, that means that is a user defined variable. Okay, you should follow that convention. For any variable you are creating in SQL server, you should keep the variable name. Okay, otherwise your SQL server won't accept it. Okay, and the data type, declare the variable name and then data type, and if you want to give any default value or initial value for that, you can give there itself. Okay, so the variable name is to assign the variable, and data type to assign the variable, and initial value optional, it is the value initially assigned to the variable when it is declared. So if you want to assign some value to variable, you have to use set and your variable name and equal to the value. So without set, it won't compile the statement itself. If you are trying to assign some value to your variable, if you are not using set, it will throw some error. Okay, so we will see simple example how we can do this. Okay, so declare @I, that is I as int. Okay, so you have to give as also, so declare I as int. Okay, and if you want to give some default value, you can give it here. Okay, and later print, if you want to print that to output window in C#, it is console.writeLine. Here you can use print statement and directly the variable name. Okay, if we execute this too, you can see the print value. Okay, so or else if you want to give something, the value for @I equal to, here also the concatenation for strings is plus only. So this is very strict in SQL server. You should convert to string varchar, then only it will append to your value and then you can print it. Sorry, this one not equal to varchar 5. Okay, now you can see the value. Okay, so this is the one, and then if you want to set the variable, you can use @I equal to some 25 you can give. So if I try to give I equal to 25, so it is already throwing some error, you can see here. So incorrect syntax near @I, so it won't execute also if I try to execute it. Incorrect syntax near @I. So I have to give set, then only it will work. Now you can see the value is 10, and if I print after this, okay, I equal to 10 and I equal to 25. These are the declaring of variables in SQL server. Okay, you can declare the data types whatever we discussed in the first class. You can use all the data types here. Okay, and then we have conditional statements in SQL server. So that is if else statement, same like in C sharp we have if else statement here also. In SQL Server, the if else statement is used to execute code when condition is true, or execute different code if the condition evaluates to false. Syntax is if condition and your statements, else condition and your statements. Okay, so this example we can see. Okay, so I will declare some value.
I have a question and a
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah, Indra.
So, casting, you said casting means converting data type from one data type to another data type, right?
Yes,
But here you declared integer I is already declared as integer, and you are assigning a value as integer.
yes.
Then why do you need here casting again?
Yeah, by default in C sharp, if you assign the
Uh-huh.
values, yeah, if you are here you are concatenating with a varchar value. So this part is varchar. You agree for that?
Yes.
So this part is varchar, and if I
Uh-huh.
put, I will show you. So if I put directly I here, okay. So in C sharp, it automatically converts this I value to string, and it gives totally a string. It will print to output. But in SQL Server, this won't be
Uh-huh.
converted by default. You have to convert that value to string.
Okay.
It will not take by default. Okay. So if I try to execute this statement, you can see conversion failed when converting the varchar value, the value for I equal to data type int. Okay, so it
Okay.
is trying to convert the front value to integer or the integer value to varchar. So integer
Okay.
value it can convert easily, but we are appending the varchar value with integer. So it is trying to convert the front part, varchar part,
Mhm.
the string part. So that's what it is saying here also, the error.
Got
Okay, that's why you
got it.
need to convert it to varchar. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, so we have if else statements. So you can declare another variable. Okay, so the condition, like in C sharp you cannot run and you cannot give values in output window. Whatever you have to give like this on the screen itself, otherwise you have to take the values from uh, tables, or you have to create some methods and functions. For those you can pass the values. Okay, anyway there is no chance that you can give in output window, means you cannot ask user to input something, so you have to use already what is there. Okay, so that's why I'm creating some value here. Okay, integer. So declare at the rate command, I'm giving varchar 10 characters, and I will give this one if. Okay, so if I can give the condition at the rate command equal to, here single equal to is enough. Unlike in C sharp, you should not give two equals. Okay, one equal to is fine. And then unlike in C sharp, here it is begin and end. You have to use for any block of statements. If you want to mention, you have to use begin end. Okay, in between these two whatever you write, they will be considered as that block statements. Okay, this is if block. So here I am writing my statement. So here I am printing. Okay, this one else begin and end. I'll give else block. Okay, I will try to execute this one. We'll see what will be the result. So the if block executed successfully. Okay, so same you got this if block. So if statement, conditional statements, you got it. Okay, I hope you guys got it. So same way we have
Got
like switch case, we have here also something uh, something important, that is case and case when and then. Okay, so I will declare one more variable, my choice. Okay, varchar 10. Okay, and then case I can take when at the rate choice equal to a, then print you have selected apple. Okay, again when choice equal to b, then print you have selected banana. Okay, so else, okay, you have to put else also here. Okay, else, okay, there is only one when you can use. Else print you have selected some other fruit. Okay, and then end. So you can use like this, then print else. Okay, let me see what it will do.
how about begin?
Okay, case when. It has to work case when. Okay, so case when I will explain you tomorrow. Okay, meanwhile we'll see another one, that is loop. So we have loops in SQL Server. Unlike for loop, while, do while, and for each, we have only while loop here. So until a condition satisfies, it executes that loop. So you have an example here. Okay, so you declare a variable at the rate count as int. Okay, while you mention your condition count is less than or equal to 10, begin, and you print the value of count. Okay, and then at the rate count equal to at the rate count plus 1. I will initialize this count with 1. Okay, here I have to put set. So it prints like this. Okay, so this is these are the loops, conditional statements, and variables we have available in SQL Server. With this, we have to by using this we can work with SQL Server very easily. So there are a few more concepts we will discuss tomorrow about cursors, stored procedures, and functions. So you guys have any doubt on this so far?
In cases you no need to declare a begin
Sorry,
switch case. Uh, in the switch case, you didn't declare a begin statement.
your voice is not clear, Indrakaran.
In the switch case, you didn't declare a begin statement.
Oh, that case statement you are saying.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. That's why
No,
you
no,
getting.
not that one. One we can see in net. Okay, case and then in SQL Server. Okay, see this is my case expression. Okay, I have to give maybe, sorry, I have to give like this. So my choice. Okay, when value is a, then print you have selected apple. Okay, you can have multiple statements. The then print you have selected banana. Okay, else print you have selected nothing, and then end it. Okay, this is what I have to see. Again it is incorrect syntax near something. Why this one is coming? So this is same expression, then result, then else result, and then end. We have to do like that. So my expression is here choice. Okay, there is no begin and end here if you see. Okay, so that's what two are correct, but don't know why this one is throwing some error. So maybe some issue with this. This condition even you can mention here also. You can compare directly here also. Maybe did I write anything wrong? Okay, you can see the state case when MP then Madhya Pradesh else. Okay. So this is how it has to work, but some issue I think I will resolve this and I will tell you tomorrow. Okay. Any more doubts? Or you guys are good?
Good.
Okay. So Indrakaran, you are coming very means randomly to the classes. So what's your idea like? Is these classes you are getting understand or you feel anything boring or not interested?
No, no, no. I have class in the morning.
Okay.
So by this week, my masters will be finished.
Okay.
From next week onwards, I'll be regular.
Okay. So you will come for the class, right? So you are following the videos?
I didn't have any previous videos.
Yeah, I shared the link right with all of you guys.
Uh, Windows
So what you can do
7.
is you can search on YouTube. Okay.
Can I get the links?
Okay. This name you can search on YouTube. You can get all the videos, training videos. Okay.
Okay. So where can I find the links?
No, no. I just
Really?
pinged you one name in the chat.
Okay. Okay, got it.
So if you type that name in the YouTube, if you search for that
Mm-hmm.
name, you can get the playlist.
Okay.
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 So guys, are you guys are good? Any doubts?
So far, so good. Slash.